if you pay attention to this person, if you watch who he is and what he does, it's unalterable, the conclusion that this has to be the Son of God. One of the things I love about the four Gospels is, although they are all focusing on the person, the work, the life, and the ministry of Jesus, they're not repetitive at all. Each Gospel is unique and different. I would title the Gospel of Mark, The Fulfillment. Mark has one goal in mind, and it's to argue, to demonstrate that Jesus of Nazareth is in fact the Son of God, the promised Messiah. The book is called itself the Gospel of Jesus Christ, the Son of God. And right after that statement, which is the beginning of Mark, is a quote from Isaiah. Now, Mark does that on purpose. He's connecting this man, Jesus, this real human being, Jesus, this one from Nazareth, born in Bethlehem. He's connecting him to the prophecy of Isaiah, saying, this is the one, this is the Son of God. Now, Mark is very different than Matthew and Luke because Mark is fast-paced, quick-hitting. It's history, 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 event upon event. Mark doesn't make many editorial comments because he wants you to see that if you pay attention to this person, if you watch who he is and what he does, it's unalterable, the conclusion that this has to be the Son of God. We see Mark emphasizing that Jesus has come to restore a people to himself, a people who recognizes who he is. Lord of the Sabbath, Lord of creation, the conqueror of evil, the Lord of the law. I love that moment when Jesus calms the storm. That is meant to make you remember a moment in Jonah when God sends the storm. The storm is the theme there, that this is the one who is the Lord of creation. And the connection there is important for us. He wants his people to have a new culture, a culture that has him at the center. And so in Mark you have a call to servanthood. You have a call to childlike faith. You have a call to love God and love neighbor. You have a call again to carry his message. And Mark makes it very clear that the only way you and I will ever answer the call as the restored people of God is through his death and his resurrection and the grace that flows to us. Here's what's so encouraging about Mark. It argues that God always will keep his promises. Yeah, you may have to wait. And yes, it is true, God's way more patient than we are. And between those promises in the Old Testament and the arrival of Jesus of Nazareth, Son of Man, Son of God, there were many dark years. But God will never turn his back on his people, and he will never walk away from his promises. And so fulfillment came, more wonderful than we would have ever imagined. This God-man will do what we could never do, provide what we could never provide, and give us new identity and new potential as the restored people of God. How beautiful is that? We're included in that people. He restores us to Himself and calls us to a brand new way of living, and to always live with fulfillment in mind, no matter what we're facing.